thing that I'm gonna do after that check off if they're connected is to just do a quick ICP scoring check. So what I do here is that if the ICP, so this is what separates SendPilot, because if you have like a list of all those people who commented posts like Claude and Meta, like there will be a lot here who would not be my perfect ICP. So I don't want to be able to connect them. And I used to do that manually one by one, where I'm gonna connect with this person, I'm not gonna connect with that person if they're not my ICP, and that just takes so much time. But I'll use a template that I already created. So founder, CEO, and they have to be active on LinkedIn in the last 30 days. They must not be an agency owner because I don't want them as an ICP. What I tell is that if they are an agency owner, deduct 50 points. What it's going to do is that it's now going to score people if they are matching my ICP. So check this out. So the test lead score, so it is now checking Adiba K. Yeah, so definitely not a match because she's a performance marketer, a Google Ads, so definitely not a founder, not my ideal ICP. Again, you don't waste any connection requests, which is the beauty of this. So you might just need to create a lot of like leads, which is why you'll probably want to have like upload like hundreds or maybe a couple of thousands of leads, because again, it filters those ICP. So you can see here, these are the direct response marketer. If their ICP score is more, so that means it's a fit for my ICP. What I want to do then is to send I'll probably like their post. After liking their post, probably send them a connection request. Now, what it does is that if I send a connection request right away, they wouldn't know me. They haven't seen me liking their post or leaving a comment or viewing their profile. They'll most likely not accept. So that's one of the things that would increase your acceptance rate, is if you kind of pre-warm it before you send out that connection request. So you can like a post. You can also kind of do a couple of things wherein you can add like another step here wherein you can view the profile. Let me delete this one. I want to do a view profile, but I want this to be 0. Or I just want this to be an hour. And then after an hour, I want to view the profile and then wait for a day. And then I'm going to send a connection request. Perfect. After sending a connection request, you can use this tool to send automated messages, send a voice note, but I don't want to do it. Most of the time, what I do is after sending connection requests, I would either like their post, so I can do that. I can do that automatically. You can also like view a profile, send a message, but I don't want to send it out because for me, that is key. Like I want to personalize what I'm sending. So I'm not going to use this tool, but for the purpose of this demonstration, this is enough for me to actually create this campaign. And then I'm going to launch it. And then I'm going to change up the time. I'm going to open up the time here because again, some people are like kind of awake, and I'm going to extend it so that it would send out more connection. I'm going to send out connection requests on Saturdays and Sundays as well, because if you think of it, even if you send a connection today, you might be able to open it up on Monday, so it doesn't really matter. So I just open it up as much as possible so that you can send more campaigns, more connection requests.